Listen, we've got a special guest today.
Yep.
Special guest and everything. You know, I've been looking forward to this interview, bro. I don't know about you, man, bro. I've been looking forward to this interview and everything, bro. Because I was checking out my guy's music and I was like, yo.
Special tunes.
You know what I'm saying?
And my guy saying too much.
You know what
Is
I'm
it
saying?
too much or saying just enough?
I don't know, fam. Depending on who you're asking,
He's
fam.
saying what some people want to hear. You get what I mean? He's saying what the girl them want to hear. You know what I'm saying? It's just the kind of songs, yeah. If you play and make your woman listen, he go tell you say I'm with the wrong man.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That is a fact, bro. And who are we talking about, man? We are talking about Bimbi Philips, aka the Godfather.
Yes, man.
Coming, guys. Coming. Yes. Salute to every single one of you out there. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we salute you, Lord, man. You already know what time it is. Fresh Out the Boat podcast is your boy Toby, and your boy Kels, and your boy Cole, and we got a special guest today, Bimbi Philips, aka the Godfather, bro. I love that shit, bro. You gotta say, listen, just as you came in, right?
Yeah.
As you came in, you said, listen. A lot of conversation you guys were having about what's the craziest stuff you've done when you were in love.
Yeah.
You get to share your one.
Man, I'm sure you won't be surprised anyway.
Listen, straight into the deep end.
Let's go.
Yeah, also, I give her access to my bank account.
Jesus.
No way. that is crazy.
Yeah, shut the gate.
You give access to your bank account?
Yeah, I just wanted her to. I don't think she was convinced enough that I liked her, so I just wanted to shut it down to let her know that yes.
Wherever doubts,
Bro, and what did she do with your bank account?
She was good actually. I don't think this is my personal opinion.
Yeah, go on.
I don't think women are that bad with. I think women are better with finance. Well, actually, the women I've met are better with finances than men. Right.
I kinda agree
So
to
I
that.
think in general, my mom was better. Right. My sisters are. So, but I think it would be wrong to say women in general. But I feel women in general are.
Better with finances. I do agree with you because thinking about it right now, my mom was better with finances than my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was the person she could save.
Yeah.
My dad, he saves and everything, but once in a while, you know, he just wants to
Because
splash
women
and
don't spend their money, right? So they are good at keeping money.
But then it depends on, does the girl like you?
Well,
That is the thing. If she likes you, right?
I think you would know if a girl likes you or not.
Shit.
I think you would know. Most guys try to deceive themselves and but you would know.
You know, I mean, shit. Like every girl will like you if you give them your bank account details.
I was gonna say that.
In it, bro.
Not everybody. Like everyone will tell you that they like you.
I mean, shit. You know, if you give me your bank account details, I'll like you. You know what I'm saying? I'm a bird, bro.
You see why they fear Nigerian men?
You see
why they fear Nigerian men?
we go. Ghana man, tell us what you feel.
No.
Go on.
Nigerian man go carry their card for you, right? Bro, that alone, do you know the points that gives you? That is a stamp right there. Yo, he actually gave me his card, you know, bro. That is a.
I have never given a girl, bro.
I'm just saying, but you see the mentality there, right?
Bro,
right,
that's
right?
a whole nother level, right?
That is a whole different level.
I've never given a girl my bank account, bro.
Well, at least
I've done some crazy shit, yeah.
Yeah.
But bank account though, bro.
But yeah,
Brother, you try.
I think women in general, women are good with money because she made a valid point right now. Men are providers, right?
Yeah.
But women manage. They manage the home.
Yeah.
With that mentality, you get me?
But once again, it depends on if the girl likes you. The reason why I say that is I've got one of my home girls. She said to me, bro, listen, to a lot of women, sex is nothing. Sex is nothing, bro. Yeah. But if a girl can give you her money, she likes you. You know what I mean? A lot of girls, sex is nothing. You wanna fuck? All right, cool. Let's do it. But you would never see their money.
That means all the girls I've been with liked me then.
You just see how just they chop their money.
Typical kind of man. You get me? Nah, she told me that. She was like, "Look, listen. If you want to know if a girl likes you, yeah, it's hard. You guys go out, whatever, right?" And she said, "Nah, don't worry. Let me pay for it." Or she says, "Listen, what do you want? I'll get that sorted out." You get what I'm saying? Most girls, if they don't like you, bro, you're paying for their transportation. You're basically paying for their time.
No, but there's some girls. The girls like you, but still want you to pay, right? Well, actually, you still want to pay. No,
you want to as a gentleman.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be if they're not paying, they don't like you. I don't think it's that. I understand what you're saying. What you're saying is there are some that would just want to use you for the money. That's what you're saying.
There you go,
right?
yeah.
Which is fine. It's the same thing. There are guys that just want to be with you for the sex. It's the same thing as well, right? So
I think I agree with Bimbi here. It's just because that you've not seen their piece don't mean they don't because some maybe they don't have to even give you, but they like you, like proper like you, but they don't even have the piece to give you. So that kind of, going by your logic, you say that kind of girl doesn't like me, but maybe all this time she's broke.
No, if she doesn't have, it's different. What I'm talking about is the ones that demand that you do something, that you do A, B, and C for them and everything, bro. I was trying to a girl one time and everything. This was like years ago. Yeah. And I was like, yo, I'm in your area, wherever. Let's hang out and all that. She was like, oh, where do you want to take me to? I said, you know what? I don't even know yet, but I think we'll probably just go here. Just somewhere like where we can just have a coffee or something. She said to me, I don't drink coffee, bro. I do Canary Wharfs and that. I said, you know what? See you later.
Yeah.
No, but she's...
No, let's hear.
My own thing is don't demand to me.
No,
don't make a demand. You get what I'm saying? Canary Wharf is nothing, right? But when I feel like you're making a demand,
it's not a demand.
Okay,
it's not a demand. It's like, okay, somebody asked me today, right? I drove down here,
right?
And the person for some reason said, maybe they expected me to take a cab. I said, "I'll take the bus," and I said, "I don't do that." Because I drive, right?
That's a fact.
But that's what she does. I think most guys.
I see where you're going.
I think most guys don't handle it well when they see that a girl they're trying to chat to isn't on their level. Most guys don't. It's normal. It's pride, right?
It's ego,
because it's not just ego. Every guy is proud. So every man is proud. It's our genetics, right? So when you're chatting to a girl, you want to show that you can, not that you want to dominate her, but you can protect her, you can be the man. But
you can provide her.
If she shows you a level that past your power, it's hard to take. And what guys do is, you'd like money, you're a gold digger. No, bro, you can't afford it. So just say, oh, that's cool.
I agree with you. Funny enough.
I totally
agree.
agree.
I agree with you. Everybody has their standard.
Yeah, at that time, you can't.
Everybody has their standard. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't think people should go below whatever their standard is, right? So in that aspect, yes, I do agree with you, because a lot of men, we approach a girl and we already know what time she's on.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But you trick yourself because obviously you still want to beat.
Oh, you psych yourself.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But then when she bills you, according to your song, you get what I'm saying? When she bills you and everything, then the person now start calling her a gold digger.
Nah.
She told you what time it is from the start.
From the start, it's better you know now than get to the restaurant and get disappointed when you get the bill. In fact, she's actually nice to you. Actually, she told you on time.
She told you on time.
So in essence, what you're saying is, if you don't mind me, what you're saying is, so what? That the term gold digger, is that a myth?
I don't think it exists. I think
it does,
no, I don't think it exists. I think you find a lot of guys. In fact, let me give you an assignment.
Talk to me.
Any guy you hear say that, look at their status. Look at who they are and where they are at the moment. They probably can't afford the person they're talking to. Most times. Take that assignment, right? So it's like, I think I might allow you to call girls gold digger if you call guys dogs. Lots of ladies say all guys are dogs.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that, right? But if you believe in that, then that's fine. The same way guys get attracted to women is the same way they get attracted to us. So we get attracted with sight, right? They get attracted by security. So if they say that, in fact, let's take it this way. This is what I usually tell people. If your mom refuses to work again, she says, son, I'm no longer working. I just want to be at home. Take care of me. What will you say?
That's my mom. I'll be like, all right, cool.
Cool.
Say that.
All right. Why?
That's my mom.
Okay. If your sister says, bro, I just don't want to, take care of me, what would you say?
Hell no.
Okay. If you're...
Don't you have a man?
All right. Well,
and he would, because I know this man.
All right. I'm still coming. I've not landed.
Yeah.
If your daughter
Yeah.
says, does your daughter, does she even have to say it?
That she doesn't want to work.
I don't know. Let's say she's not even at the age of working.
Okay, if she's not at the age of working, it is my duty as the parent to take care of her.
So what I'm trying to let you know is, it's not just about parent, right? Why do you think some fathers would give their daughters money and not their sons?
Because they want to instill discipline in their son, right? And then also they want their daughter not to follow any man just because of money.
Why?
Because you know, especially in this world of materialism that we live in right now, it's easy to do that.
Yeah, but that doesn't stop it. You giving her money doesn't mean that she won't follow any man. What I think is you're giving her money because you want to be the provider for her.
I think
you don't want any other man to play your role.
Apart from that as well, I hear you. I do agree with you, right? I think that there is an aspect of that, but then at the same time, you know, yes, the providing bit is there, you know, but then also depending whatever conversation you guys are having and everything, right? You kind of don't, you want your daughter to understand that yes, your dad can provide this for you, but then at the same time, you know, don't follow men, right, because of just materialism.
Yeah, but she hasn't done that yet. So it's not like...
Yeah, but we live in a real world where it is bound to happen sometimes.
So what I know is, like, men are genuinely providers. Men are naturally providers, right? The same way you want to take care of, let me not say you, the same way I want to take care of my mom, is the same way I want to take care of my sisters, it's the same way I want to take care of my daughters, it's the same way. Like, I'm not taking care of my mom because she gave birth to me. I'm taking care of her because I want to take care of her, because that's the role I play.
I hear you.
I take care of my sisters, not because when they get married, they'll forget about me. No, because that's the role I want to play. That's how they look at me. It's a manly thing, right? But I think the mistake that men do, maybe because the older men don't educate the younger men, is that you can't just learn. You can't just learn how to take care of somebody. You need to learn. It's like you can't just know. That's what I'm saying. You can't just know. You need to learn. And most people just wait until they get into a serious relationship to learn.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you to a point, right? I agree with you in the terms of men being providers, right? Security, all that stuff. Yes, I agree with you. You're not gonna hear pushback from me on that. What I disagree is in a situation where a woman is demanding, if I'm gonna be with you, this has to be there. You get what I'm saying? No. You get what I'm saying?
Have you? So I get what you're saying, right? But we need to look at it
because sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Because earlier you said you don't believe in the term gold digging. Gold digging is a real thing. It is a real thing because a lot of women, or I'm not going to say a lot of women, some women, this whole thing of you kind of have to pay for their time, right? They're not going to look at you if you're not.
That's different. That's different.
Or they lie to you and say, yeah, I know, I love you, right? But that's because of who you are and what you can do for them. Okay. That's a form of gold digging.
No. That's the extreme. So when I'm having conversations like this, I like normal conversation. I don't like extremes because extremes are extremes, right? It's like people say, oh, don't get married because if you get married, the guy would do this to you and take your money and run. That's just extreme. Yeah. Let's talk about the normal normal things, right?
Yeah.
So if a woman says, right, oh, if you want to be with me, you have to have a job, right? And earn a certain amount of money. That's not gold digging.
No, that's not gold digging.
Right? That's her
standard.
That's the standard.
That's what she wants. Yeah.
That's what she wants. And I think the issue is a lot of men are not criticized for them putting their standards out there.
Because you live in a place, you live in an environment in the West
that support it worldwide.
That you cannot. You're not allowed to do that because of feminism.
No. Let's not go to the extreme. Feminism is extreme. Let's keep it real. So, for instance, if I say, "Why you like that girl?" "Oh, no, she fine." Or, "What waiting be your type?" "I like it. We fine. I like when we get big nyash." Nobody would criticize you for that.
No.
Why?
Nobody would. But once you say, "Bro, I'm not into fat chicks."
No. That's extreme.
It's not extreme. It's still part of.
Let's keep it normal. So what you say, what you would have said, she's fine, she get big nyash. You should be criticized. You shouldn't be criticized, but people, if people treat men the same way they treat women when they make demands or they say what their standards are, then you should be criticized. Waiting do girls we no get nyash. Waiting do girls we no fine. They no be girls. It's the same way when you say, because guys they're moved by what they see, attraction, right? Same way women are moved by security. So how do you define security? Okay, he has a good salary. This is what I think is good salary. What kind of guy do you want? A guy that earns X amount. That's her demand. That's her standard. She shouldn't be criticized. In fact, the guys that have that amount won't say anything. The guys that don't would say,
yeah, of course,
gold digger.
So
that's all I'm saying.
So you don't believe in the term gold digging?
I don't believe that, and this is me removing extremes.
Yeah, of course.
Right? I don't believe that the way social media portrays it.
You want to say something?
She's got a lot to say.
Sorry. You get me? I kind of saw your hand moving and everything, but I just don't know. No. Sorry, darling. Come on, say what you want to say. Go on.
Okay, as a woman, I just want to say that there's always a balance for everything. And like the way he said, yes, it doesn't matter if you are a businesswoman, if you make millions.
All right.
Let's say you have the option. Let's say you make millions.
Yeah.
And you will always want a man that can make more than you. It's always above. Women, we have the tendency to feel protected. We want to feel that there's no two alphas in the same household, only one. So if you can't express that, if you can't allow yourself to show that you're possible, you're capable to show that you can beat the men in the house, I'm gonna play with you. That's the tendency.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That's true.
I agree with you because a lot of girls, have told me the same thing.
If any woman tells you otherwise, they're lying.
Yeah, a lot of girls have told me the same thing.
Yes, but that necessarily means that you have to be the one always putting, giving and not receiving. No.
But does that solely depend on money and what he can provide?
Not necessarily. It's only about money because when it comes to money, you have ups and downs in life. Sometimes you're making more, sometimes you're making less.
Yeah. And that's why I say I say security. I don't say money.
That's the truth.
Right. Security is the main thing. It's just that right now you can use money to provide security. You might not have money, but still be able to provide security, even though that might be hard. Right. But right now, like, I don't know, back in the days when there's no money, there were other ways to provide security, right?
Yeah, but this is
2024. Money can. It's not, everything is not money, right? But money can. You can have money and still make her not feel secured.
Absolutely.
Because you don't give her the money.
Absolutely.
Right? So security is the main, is actually the main thing.
Security can be defined as obviously finances, time, making time for her, making her feel assured or reassured or whatever the case is. You got to be being there for her.
Yeah.
That can be counted as security and all that, right? But to your point as well, I do agree with you because a couple chicks have told me the same thing, right? When we have this sort of conversations and everything. And it's so funny because all my friends that are quote unquote in their 30s, right? Still single, doing well in life, in their careers and everything, right? They always said the same thing. They said, listen, I can't be with a man who does not earn as much as or higher than what I'm earning. You get what I'm saying? And these are people in like 100K plus a year. You get what I'm saying? But then I always say this, that's a bit unrealistic, especially in the UK. How many people are really earning 100K plus a year?
So
when you really deep it.
So I still, the reason why, let me tell you why.
Do you know what? Sorry, let me just finish, right? Mm-hmm. But for some weird reason, you don't hear men say that.
Men say that. So wait, and that's what I want to say, right? The reason why I count that as part of extreme, right, is it's like the same thing the guy is saying in his 30s, I can't marry a girl that is not fine. Bro, it's okay to say that before your 30s. But once you're 30s, then you begin to see that it's not all about that. Right? So that's what I would say to girls like that. I say that as well. I think when it comes to this topic, it's always pushed to the extreme by the few. And that's why I want to talk about this. I want to think about it because I feel like it's that few. The guys that actually do it don't come to talk about it. They don't come to say, oh no, that's a lie. But I put my girlfriend on salary. You will never see them come because they do it. It's the few that don't, that talk about it.
Do you believe in tricking?
Anyone can trick anyone.
Do you know what I mean by tricking?
No.
Okay, what do I mean by tricking? Tricking is when you're basically buying a woman's time, right? She's not into you, but as long as you can, anytime I'm around you, you can show me the lifestyle, you pay for my trips or whatever, she can make time for you. So you're basically buying her time. That's tricking.
Yeah, but that's both ways, though. He's getting what he's buying, is paying for as well, right?
So you believe in tricking?
It's not tricking. If you believe in tricking, then they're both tricking each other, right? He's using money to get what he wants, and she's using what she has to get his money. They're both tricking each other. There's no one. She didn't handcuff him to say, "Give me your money."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear that. I hear that because people have the philosophy of, as long as you have it, it's not tricking. So as long as I can afford it, it's not tricking. But it is still tricking because you are basically paying for her time. Without all the stuff that you're giving her, she's not going to look at you.
Are you getting what you want in the process?
So that's tricking.
Are you getting what you want in the process? Yeah. If you're getting what you want in the process, then you're tricking her. You're using your money to trick her. If you're not getting what you want...
Gunshot for my man, bro. Gunshot for my man, bro. Gunshot for my man.
Go on, you want to say something?
As a woman, I want to ask you specifically, what do you mean by buying her time?
So buying her time is, you see it on social media all the time, right? When women, I've seen it in real life as well, when a woman tells a man, hey, I can't come and see you if we're not going to boom so restaurant, or I can't come and see you if you're not paying for this and paying for this. In real life, I've seen one that happened when one of my boys was chatting to a girl or whatever, right? He said, listen, I'm out with my boys, boom, boom, we're here. Do you want to come out and everything? And she said to him, you know what? I don't have no clothes to wear or whatever, right? Do you want to transfer me some money so that I can buy something to wear? And that is going to be the reason why I'm coming out to see you. You get what I'm saying? Now, he told me that he didn't.
Why?
He told me that he didn't send the money. I think he did.
But why wouldn't he?
That's bullshit. I'm a woman. I have to tell you. If she gives you an answer like that, she's just being selective.
I don't believe that. Look.
She's just being selective. Trust me. Because women, we can give time to men anytime when we want to.
Yeah, but that's my point. So in that case, if he sent out the money to buy the dress and everything, right? That's been a trick. Like, okay, you're basically buying her time because she does not see you as she does not think you're important enough for her to make time to come see you if you don't do this.
Therefore, she's being selective. She selected that she wants to deal with men that can provide some specific things for her, like buying her clothes or whatever to go out.
Yeah.
When you feel completely comfortable with yourself and you have your card and you go to any bar or any club and you can pay for yourself your own drink, it doesn't mean that you are completely like a queen that you can buy and do whatever you want to. But you can afford yourself when you're on your own.
Yes.
When you can afford yourself when you're on your own, the person that you want around you needs to add. There's no way. Don't let a woman to be around you to subtract.
Let's make it not too deep, right? Remember when? Well, I'm Nigerian, right? And this might be a Nigerian thing.
God, I want to see where this is going.
Remember?
Look at the Ghana man over there. Go.
If you remember when we were younger and you go and see an uncle, right? As kids, guys, girls, whatever. And you leave the house and he doesn't give you thank you for coming. Do you know what thank you for coming is?
Some little change.
Yes. How do you feel?
You feel distraught, heartbroken.
Yeah, you feel like, what type of stupid uncle is this?
Yeah. True.
That's a Nigerian thing.
Right.
It's the same way you want to take a girl out. You have to pay for a cab to come see. You're the one asking. Some even, if you're even a man, you go ahead to make sure she looks nice for you when she's coming. I don't know why.
Is that natural? Though?
Of course, it's natural.
Listen, bro. Listen.
In fact, it actually shows that you actually respect or want her.
Wait, hold on. So you're saying, that you should buy what she's wearing to come see you. You should pay for her transportation to come see you.
Who asked her to come?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you need to buy her dress.
No, but I'm not saying. I'm not saying you should, right?
Okay.
I'm
but
saying
if
that
she asks for it.
So it's like same example, right? You go see the uncle and you have to ask. Do you know how embarrassing it is to ask? Oh, uncle, we're going now. In fact, you can't ask. What are you going to say? Uncle, we're going now.
You can't ask.
He will say, okay, bye. Oh yeah, uncle, but we are going. Yeah. That's what actually happens.
Bro, you're putting pressure on people like us, bro.
It's not, look.
It ain't, bro.
but
yo,
I think
bro. How can we succeed when we are competing with
but let me tell you.
It's the Godfather, though.
No, let me now let me tell you where I'm trying to get to.
Okay, good.
Right. Now, this is what we know we should do. Right? And let me give you another example. A woman gives birth to a baby.
Yeah.
Would you have to tell her to take care of the baby?
No.
Because it's something she should do, right? It's life, it's genetics. That's how they are built.
Yeah.
Imagine if the woman says, "No, I'm not taking. It's 2024. I'm married."
Yeah, but that's different.
Let him. No, but how is it different? That's the thing. The issue is we pick and choose. That's the problem, right? Think about it. Let me tell you why we pick and choose as well. Back in the day, women don't have to work, right?
Yeah.
Which makes sense. The economy then is probably not like now.
Yeah.
But right now, women have to work. You don't even have to tell them.
Yeah.
They have to work. Why can't they? Why are we not picking and choosing for that? However, if you meet a woman now, you know that it's a choice to work.
Yeah.
Right? And then you appreciate her for working. Mm-hmm. It's the same way as a man. You know that that's what you are meant to do.
Yes.
Right? Now, if you don't do it because you can't, it's a different. We're not saying you have to do it, and this is where this is what I'm trying to do. The main objective is to let at least men to know what they should do, what they have to do. Not that they have to do it, but you know it's a responsibility, so that when you don't do it, you appreciate her. So that when she turns up and she splits the bill or even pays for your bill, bro, you would appreciate her the same way as a man. You would take care of the tiny old baby and won't sleep.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Same way.
No. I agree with you. I agree in providing security, all that stuff, right? I agree with you in paying for whatever if she's my girl. I do that. I do all that if the lady is my girl. Now, I can't do all that, right? If I don't know you, right? We are just starting to talk or maybe starting to hang out, and now you're starting to bill me by your song.
So,
you know what I'm saying? So, but if the girl is my girl, right? I don't mind paying for all of that stuff.
So you're telling her, I'm not saying this should happen,
No.
But this is what you're telling her. You're telling her, gamble, be my girl first and find out what I can do.
No, I am telling her, this is what I'm telling her, right? What I'm telling her is finances should not be an indicator whether this is going to go forward or not, right? Yes, if I'm the one, this is my policy. If I'm inviting you out, I'm paying for it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm the one inviting you out, I'm paying for it.
Before or after she's your girl?
No. Before she's my girl.
Yeah, so we're saying the same thing.
No, but what you're saying is, yeah, you pay for her dress so that she can look beautiful for you and just come on there and nah, bro, I can't do that.
No, okay.
If you cannot make that effort, if you cannot make that effort to look good to come meet me,
there are some guys that can afford paying for a dress.
Yeah, that's true.
And they won't see a problem with it.
True.
Those are the guys that should, because they can do it and they won't see a problem with it. So meaning that if they are going to do it after she's their girl, they can as well do it before. I think the problem we're having on social media is those ones that can't do it yet speak for everyone.
So what if that girl, because mind you, she doesn't love you at the time. She's just coming to see you and everything, yeah? What if that girl, she's seeing you, she's seeing him, she's seeing him, she's seeing him, right? She's not your girl. And you're already doing all this, paying for her dress, doing all that stuff. I'm not against, going to go pick her up if you're obviously driving and everything. I'm just saying, right? Just show me that you can make an effort to come and meet me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
So I think we can't generalize it.
No, we
can't, right? So what I'm saying is, if the guy can afford after you're his girl, right? Then he can do it before, right? And the guys that can do it wouldn't even think about it. So the guys that would invite you to a fancy restaurant wouldn't even think about it whether you are their girl or not.
Yes.
Right? The guys that can't at the moment, and I usually use the word at the moment, at that moment, you shouldn't even invite her there first. You should go to Tesco and shop and probably go to a house to cook.
But what if she's the type of, but that's my point. What if she's the type of girl that says, hey, for first date, it's either a fancy restaurant in West End or you should allow it?
Yeah, bro, allow it. You're not on that level yet. Why complain? Why go back and say, all girls are... It's just like saying...
To me, it's not that I'm not on that level yet. I just don't like someone to demand for something, right? That doesn't mean that I can't do it. That doesn't mean that I can't afford the restaurant.
So that's different.
Just the fact that you demand for it tells me, all right, cool, nah.
So that's different. You use the word demand.
But that's what I'm talking about.
No, that's your manly nature. Men are domineering. Men want to be in control, right? So meaning if she didn't demand and she sweet talks you into it, you probably might.
So no, not really.
I don't know, bro.
Well, if she plays it that you're still in control, but yeah, I think you would. But going by your logic,
trick me then. Trick me. Trick me then. You get me?
I think. So where it gets passionate when it comes to this conversation is usually when you hear men, any conversations about men, it's always calm. But when it comes to this discussion with women, it becomes very extreme. It's like, what if she does it? Bro, just keep it calm. Like, it doesn't have to be the worst. There are bad women there, there are bad men there out there, yeah? It doesn't have to be examples of the worst type of women to discredit the normal, the normal thing. Like, she just wants to go to a fancy restaurant. That's what she just asked for. If you can afford, you tell, bro, I can't. At this time, I can't, right? It's as simple as that. And we don't have to always go the extreme back and forth. However, all men should know that it's there. And I think this is where I try to get to all the time. It's our responsibility to do these things. We don't have to be able to do it now, so that when she does what we're meant to do, we appreciate her better. The issue we have now is we don't even appreciate. We just say, she's meant to pay the bills anyway, she's working. Bro, she's not meant to pay the bill. You are meant to pay the bills.
I agree with you on
If
that
she
one.
does that, appreciate her even further. It's like, guys, I don't know how to do housework. I'm terrible at it. And when I do it, bro, you better appreciate me if I'm not going to do it again. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's exactly the same thing. I won't say I don't know how to do housework because I'm a guy and I will never do it. Like, I know there are times I'll have to do it, especially if this economic situation, I can't afford house help.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I hear that.
Loud and clear.
I hear that.
Clear.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, some of your lyrics here, I did not think that you were leaving up to your lyrics, bro. But it sounds like you are, fam. You know what I'm saying? Oh God, it sounds like you are living up to your lyrics at that, fam. Because we always say that artists just sing whatever. Man.
Yeah.
They sing about love, they sing about chicks, they sing about parties and everything. But you just don't know. But clearly you are, bro. Because on one of your lyrics, right, Oyo, you said, "Do you have your girl on a salary?"
I beg, explain that one, please.
So you believe in having your girl on a salary?
I said, it no supposed to be issue to place your girl on salary. So it shouldn't be an issue.
To place your girl on a salary.
It shouldn't be a problem. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you take your money and pay her salary if you don't have it. I'm saying it shouldn't be an issue. Like, you should get to the stage where money shouldn't be the core of that relationship you have. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, she should be so confident that you are there as a provider, so that when you don't even have, she knows that you're not giving her because you don't have. Like, if she's the kind of support we're expecting for women is unconditional, right? Even if I just did something wrong or I'm angry, I still expect that you respect me. Right? Mm-hmm. Same thing. If you don't have money, she expects. But if you don't have, she knows that you would have given if you had. So I'm saying it should not be an issue.
Okay. So what if she asks you for the salary?
If she's demanding it.
Demand. Always extreme. Always extreme.
No.
However,
but the thing is, why I don't think it's an extreme is now if you portray that image of I can provide, then I don't think it's extreme to see people expecting you to provide.
Do you expect her to serve you?
Serve.
Yeah. Serve, like you get now, and that's the truth, right?
No.
I want to see you say yes or no. Go.
No, but not serve me.
No. So when I mean serve, I don't mean it in the derogative way, right? Yeah. I'm saying that, like, when a man gets to a house, like, you expect her to
serve the relationship. I think,
like treat you like a king. Like, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Course. Yeah.
So you expect her to do that.
Yeah, right. Some chicks out here, some chicks on social media will call you misogynistic and controlling and all that shit.
But so those ones should just pack, because those are the extremists, right?
No,
this is not a relationship. This is a partnership.
Every man. In fact, if you want to know why another girl is stealing your man, it's majorly because of that. Because she shows him like this. She will carry him up, and this is the king. There's no guy in this world that would be treated that way. That even the Holy Spirit self, you will tell him to relax so that he can enjoy it. So same way, there's no woman that you would treat with so much luxury and security and all that won't feel the same way. But then why do we call them a name? Do you understand?
I hear you.
Yeah.
I like the message, but now my head is going, okay, I see what you're trying to teach young men out there now, which is very good. But then again, I'm trying to delve into the history. How was that come about? Like, what has made you, or has this always been you, or did you? What was that thing that happened where, like, you know what, we women nowadays are not being treated well? Let me go ahead. Can you please just
long
give
story,
us a
long story.
Okay.
So when I started as an artist, I was singing like everybody else, right? So inspired by different things, and I was touring Europe before coronavirus. Thanks to the guys that were behind me, like MD and Michael and all those guys, right? And then coronavirus happened, and I just felt like, that was a time to reflect, right? A lot of mistakes were made, a lot of good things happened, right? But I felt like even though I like live performances and all that, and people enjoy it, I just felt like I couldn't connect to the audience. Right? I just knew as an artist, I don't lie to myself. Even if people say, "Oh, great show," yeah, I know it was a great show. There was live music, there was jumping, there was all that, but I didn't feel the connection. So I told my manager then, who is Ruga's manager now, and I said, "Look, we need to take a break, and I need to figure out how to connect to the audience." Mm-hmm. And we were talking about it, and he said, we need to have genuine fan base. There are lots of artists I respect. I remember you guys were talking about A-list, B-list. That's how I categorize artists. They're artists that are the voice of their fan base. Like, they don't even have to do any marketing. Their fan base will come out. You even, by looking at the artists, for instance, there are some artists you go to their show and you know they are going to fight. You know the fans will fight. Yeah. Just because that's how the artists are, right? I needed to be that. And we're in the studio with Spells one day. And my manager was like, "Bimbi, you the way they talk, say you define fan base. Have you always looked at the people around you all the time? Do you notice that there are always some certain type of girls around you all the time?" I was like, And then we started looking into that. And then we realized that it's the personal belief I have on just how to treat women. Like, I'm sure you already understand from that I'm passionate about it, right?
That's a fact.
How he treats women and all that. And I like conversations like this, especially with guys, because I feel like women can't be bold enough to talk. Like, if they make a straw, if anything I've said now, if it was a woman sitting here, forget. If you want you to have 1 million views tomorrow, tell a woman to sit here and repeat everything I've said.
That's a fact.
People would attack their personality, research about them, say, "Oh, I can see you don't have a job." That's what, and they just go hard, right?
Yeah. Like, I don't think it's nice to do that. I don't think it's the right thing to do.
And that's But if a man goes extreme in whatever we talk about, everyone just accepts it as a norm. And then he was like, "Why not? If you're passionate about it, why not just sing about it? Why not just talk about it?" And at that time, I didn't know. So, and I think it's more about my background to answer your question, right? Yeah. So we had lots of ladies in my house. Like, my dad was that type of person. Right. It was just me and my younger brother. They were like, I don't know, 10, 12 women.
Okay.
Right. So he's late now, but he understands he doesn't like it when women are in a place of vulnerability. He feels like a man should ensure a woman should never be vulnerable.
Right.
Right. Because there are men out there that just pounce on that vulnerability. So if he finds anyone, even on the street, he will pick you up, take care of you, send you to school, and hand you over marriage or wherever, right? So I grew up a lot around women, and I think that's what I saw. I never knew until when this happened in terms of after the tour. Yeah. And I said, "Oh, maybe that's why." But I think it really dawned on me about 2 years ago when he passed away.
God bless.
98% of the people that were there were women.
Oh, for real, yeah?
Women. And then it just dawned on me that maybe that's why I feel that way. So I think the moment I decided to talk about it or sing about it, I felt a lot of fulfillment, right? Because there's no woman out there that would have this conversation with a guy that will let her speak. Guys will let guys speak.
You think so?
No, we can sit down and talk like this. But if it's a woman, forget even if a podcast, let's just say they will never have the last say. The men will use their pride, especially if you have a man there that feels like he's not at that stage yet. True. And God bless her, maybe she can go fine. She's done. He would make sure
he will feel triggered.
He belittles her and says different things, and that's the issue. And then I look around myself, like all my close friends that I have are not like that. The guys I know are not like that. There are so many men out there that are not like that, but they never come out, which makes sense. They never come out to talk about this. So if my music would help achieve that, then great. However, people think that my music is about
Listen, brother.
It's about that, but not necessarily.
This is some of your lyrics, bro. On Expensive. You said, any man who doesn't meet your needs does not deserve your love.
Yes.
What do you mean by that? Is it physical needs or spiritual needs?
Your pastor will meet your spiritual needs. Any woman that cannot take care of your child, does she deserve being your wife?
No.
Brother, you've answered the question, and you answered it with so much boldness.
Yeah.
Same way. Any man that can't meet your security doesn't deserve it.
All right. Okay.
I think we could agree to that, bro.
Yeah. We definitely can. All right. In Billings.
This guy, you've gone through.
You don't study the lyrics.
In Billings, you said, if your bills are chasing other men away, I'll stay.
Yeah.
Your love is so sweet. I'll pay.
That was a good line. It was a good line.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that, fam? My guy said, yeah. All right. Let's continue, bro. You said, on actions. You said, my woman has bills to pay. The way I pay them, she can't run away.
You know.
No, they had it and they're reinforcing his stance, but there's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely not.
I don't see that. But going back to the music, going like your stance, I get your message. But do you think like Afrobeats, or do you think the space now would, welcome that those kind of views, or how are you finding it?
They're like,
or do you know what, bro? Before he answers that, what sort of song what would you call the type of music you do?
Well, the way I've heard people call it is Afro money.
No. That was going around to it.
That's a fact.
That is a whole new genre of music there, right there.
That's a fact, bro. If you don't have money, you cannot enjoy it.
Afro money.
You got me. If you don't enjoy it, you're gonna get triggered, fam. You're gonna be like, yo.
You're
gonna be like, yo, this bitch ass nigga, bro. Like, what the fuck, man? You guys, you'll be triggered in your one room, fam. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, I hear you though. I hear you.
Yeah.
And to your question though.
Yeah. It's like what the space now. How do you find it? Like, if are you getting pushed back to say, we don't want this?
So I remember when we started with Oyo, the first song you talked about, just to test and see how people feel. And then we played it with some girls, just to get their feedback. And they were crying. And I was wondering, why are they crying? That's weird. I wasn't expecting them to cry. And they said, they don't think men are like this. And it broke my heart. And I'm like, what kind of men have you met?
Yeah.
You need to meet more men.
Kojo, are you like that?
You should be asking yourself. You're the one that believes in gold digging, though. Don't be me.
And then I came back to London.
Yeah.
And I met, I had other women in my management here.
Yeah.
And I was telling them, man, it looks like we need to go back to Nigeria. And they said, why? I said, because of the songs I just started doing. Let's hear it. And they heard it. And I'm like, bro, Nigerians girls don't even know. Women here, that's what they're even more, they want someone to speak about this. I was like, really? Then when we're trying to get the brand together, we hired someone who was just good at brand writing. And she was an American, white lady, knows nothing about Afrobeats, knows nothing about African music, hasn't heard anything. She came in, listened to the song and wrote it, and wrote the whole brand idea and said, Bimbi, do you know who your audience actually is? It's not women. I'm like, what do you mean? He says, men. He said, listening to this, I couldn't just wait to play this for my husband. He said, because it's easier to play this to pass the message to him than to tell him myself.
So basically, she's saying that her husband is
stingy as hell. That's when I knew that the message actually isn't for women. And that's when, if you notice, between Oyo and the last project, I tweaked it a little bit. I started singing for men. So that's why we said, we will treat our women with action. We no go just they make mouth. We are plenty. We are talking about it so that women know that men are out there.
Yep.
That are doing the action and
saying
everything,
this and
that are showing
this.
full workings.
Yes, and that's actually who my message is for. It's actually to celebrate the men that are doing it, because it's not easy, right? We know the economy is terrible. Everything is not great. And for a man to still want to keep doing it, those are the men you should praise. People don't talk about those men.
Absolutely.
No, I agree.
Salute.
Totally. 100%. 100%.
Salute. Bro, how much do you spend on your hair, fam? that is, bro. I'm listen, bro. I see you just chatting, right? I was just looking at the cut and everything, bro. Like that shit looks.
No,
clean,
so
bro.
I've been grey since when I was a teenager. Like my late dad, all his brothers, all grey. Like their eyebrows are grey, all grey men.
So it runs in the family.
It runs in the family, yeah. But the reason why I make all my hair grey is because while I was, I think in my early 20s, my hair, like my beard is fine. You can see grey and black.
Fam, the shape up is crazy, bro.
But my hair, I don't have black anymore. I have brown and grey.
Okay.
So it started to look dirty and unkept.
All right.
So I just make everything.
Yeah, it looks beautiful, bro. It looks
thanks,
beautiful.
Man. Thanks, man.
You see? I said it looks beautiful. You said thanks.
Yeah.
I said my man looks beautiful. He called me gay.
No, it depends on the part
You
of
gotta
body.
say, my man called me gay,
It
bro.
depends on the part of
What's
body.
wrong with my guy, bro?
You're looking at his legs,
You're
bro.
I was
Look
looking
at
at
my
his thighs. You guys, I was looking at his thighs.
You were intrusive with your comments, bro.
You know what I mean? Bro, nah, bro. You look good, man. I love the outfit and everything, man. That actually looks good, bro.
Yeah, it's repping the African culture. Like most of the things I think about is because of my African experience. I know that the Western world, the men probably don't have or have outgrown that experience, right? I know men in the Western world that take care of their women really well.
Yeah, cool.
But the way we see it in Africa, it's like your responsibility. It's not a given. I don't know, Nigeria, right? I'll speak of Nigeria. It's not everywhere, but it's a given. So when people not from Nigeria or not from Africa hear my lyrics, I try to use the outfit to tell them where it's originating from. That's how we are expected to do.
So you say
There's no Nigerian guy, no matter how broke he is, if he's serious about his girl, he will take care of her.
shit.
That's what I know for a fact.
I don't think it's limited to Nigeria. I think
that's what I'm saying. That I'm Nigerian.
Your experience,
and my experience. So as a Nigerian, I can't speak for anyone else.
But don't you think that that's putting a lot of pressure on men?
Of course, there's pressure because of the economy, right?
Because we are looking at it this way, and thank God that obviously you're doing well. We are all doing well here and everything. But then also there's a lot of pressure on men that makes you feel like you're not a man if you ain't got money.
So there's pressure everywhere. Like there's so much pressure on men. There's so much pressure on women. Imagine right now, like think about it, literally. Right now, how long?
Feel free if you want to chip in. If you want to say something, feel free. Like
if you think about it, how long do they give women for maternity leave before they get back to work? Mm-hmm. In fact, even if they give them 6 months, women have to go back to work quickly because of bills. What do you think about that in terms of pressure?
No. It is a lot of pressure. Yeah.
So it's not just men; it's everywhere. There's a lot of pressure everywhere. That's why you need more. You need people to really understand what they are meant to do, so that when the other person takes on more responsibility and action to do it, you appreciate it more.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about is, I do agree with you in terms of women face their own type of pressure. It is definitely there. But you see it happen when men start taking unnecessary risk in life because society have made them feel like a piece of shit if they don't have money. So we've placed so much value on manhood, right? When, okay, you gotta have money and everything. And I do agree with you. You get what I'm saying? You should be able to protect, provide, all that good stuff, right? But then I'm able to kind of look at it from the other lens of someone who doesn't have, right? And they probably qualify in other areas apart from how deep their pocket is, right?
Yeah.
And they having a look on social media and seeing everything that's going on social media, seeing people calling people like them a piece of shit, or bombs, right? If they ain't got money. When I look at that, and to me, that's part of the reason why I got a little pushback on it, right? Because yes, even though I can't provide, I cannot feel for those type of men as well. Because I don't think money makes you a man. You know what I'm saying? I think your personality, the way you treat women, how you make people feel around you and everything. I think the intangibles is what makes you a man and not just money.
So 100% correct. Money doesn't make a man, right? Mm-hmm. But that's why I said providing or the security that you are expected to put across 100% doesn't mean 100% money, right? Money can do that, but that's not the literal meaning, right?
Yeah.
And there are a lot of men facing a whole lot of pressure, right? But I acknowledge that they say there are more suicide rates with men. As a man, I feel the pressure. You feel the pressure when you wake up every morning and you know the kind of people you're responsible for, right? I'm not discrediting that, and that needs to be talked about even more often.
Yeah.
I don't want to use the word however, because it's not however. But at the same time, women also are going through pressure.
Absolutely.
Right? The same way as a man, you go on social media and you feel belittled that if you don't have money, you can't do X, Y, Z. It's the same way women go on social media and just see the type of pretty girls on social media all the time.
Yeah.
And they have to force themselves to go under the knife or to do things like that to catch your attention, because that's all we talk about. We don't talk about anything else. We discredit anybody else that doesn't look like the model. We discredit, we don't think about their emotions, nothing.
That's all you talk about.
Gunshot moment.
It's the
gunshot for my man. Yeah.
So it's the same thing, right? So it's not either or. It's not, stop talking about men providing because men are going through mental issues. We shouldn't belittle another gender for everyone is going through issues. Everyone, if you meet a girl and you know that you are actually showing that you do anything you can for her and you're only earning £100 a month, that's okay. I'm sure she'll be happy. I'm sure she'll be happier than a guy that earns £10,000 a month and doesn't give a damn about her or even spending it on her. Right? Same way you might think, as a guy, you might say, the girl I want to go out with, she must be this, she must be like Beyonce, she must be like that. But if you find a girl that truly, truly loves you, time will tell. You forget about the looks. You forget about things like that. Right? Doesn't mean that the girl that probably doesn't look like Beyonce shouldn't make extra efforts to make sure she pleases you. Right? Because it's easy to talk down on any girl and say, she doesn't make the effort. She doesn't do this. But if a girl says, you didn't give me any money last month, you're like, but you earned your money. So there's no, everyone is going through issues, right? The economy is definitely not like before.
Right.
The main thing is if you understand your own part you play your part, and even if you can't play it, she helps you play it, then you appreciate her for playing it. You don't tell her, well, it's because of the economy, that's why we should split the bill. Bruv, no. You should pay for that bill. But you can't afford it. So if she splits it or pays for it, guy, you better sing praises on her. You better let everyone know and tell this girl actually offered to split the bill. Well done, babe. Don't expect her to. Praise her for doing it.
Kojo, are you hearing this, bro? It's a summer right now, bro. This is a summer right now.
Yeah. Man's taking us to school.
The only small thing, because you guys spoke about security and that you don't only provide security with money. I feel like, can you guys give me an example of how you can provide security without money?
Right now, in the world right now, money answers a whole lot.
That's what I said earlier.
Right? But say, for instance, you have access to a 2-bedroom flat in central London because maybe your father willed it to you. It's not yours, but
that's still money.
That's what I'm saying. So right now, money can. You probably don't. Some men have access to net worth, but not the actual cash. And by you being with them, you enjoy lifestyle. One of my mentors, had a conference somewhere in in Africa, and he was flying from here. And I said, "Oh, how much is the ticket?" And oh no, they're coming to pick him a private jet. I said, "Bro, can I follow you?" Right? I don't want to say if I'm a lady, right? But I'm rubbing on that. So if I go on the private jet, it doesn't have to have given me money. It's just giving me a lifestyle now, just by who he is. Right? So I get the point where people associate everything with money, but it's because of where we are right now. There are people that you roll with, that their net worth, the kind of people around them, you're not even going to ask for money because you are just enjoying life.
Yeah, that's money enough.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Bye-bye. For everyone that's listening to you right now, that obviously, that don't know where you're from and everything. Where you from?
I'm Nigerian. I'm from Nigeria.
History. Give us the history, Nigeria. Where did you grow up?
In Nigeria, I was born in Lagos, by the way, but every Nigerian born in Lagos, that your parents or generation are not from Lagos, they don't accept that you're from Lagos, right? Yeah. So I'm from Ondo State, never been there, by the way.
All right.
But my parents are from Ondo State, Ilaje, to be precise.
Right.
I think we grew up in a time in Nigeria where they asked everyone to start speaking English and not vernacular.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So my Yoruba is very terrible, bro, because of that. Right. So I understand Yoruba. I speak it, but you will know that this one is
he's struggling.
He's struggling, But for my dialect, Ilaje, I don't even understand shit. That one is even on another level.
Struggling that one still. Yeah.
But so I Nigerian, man. That's my roots.
I hear that. So how did you get into music and everything, right? Like,
so I've always wanted to do music, but my pops hated it. Back in the days, bro. If you want to play football or you want to do music, and I get why. He was so pissed then that when I'm watching MTV, then he would then come meet me and say, "All right, let's turn to the Nigerian channel." Then he turns to like Music Africa or something.
Yeah.
And he says, "Look at these guys.
They're wasting their time.
They're wasting, like, can they use this to pay to sustain their lifestyle, their family?" So I understood that. I understood where it was coming from. But obviously, he didn't know that things would change, right? So from that point, then I didn't understand. And I was upset and we used to fight a lot, right? But then I went to uni and that gave me an opportunity to, I'm not home anymore, to do music. So uni is when music really started. However, no one gave me the opportunity in uni at all, right? I came from the stage where you had people like Simi, right? Those were like the beloved, right? But people never gave the opportunity. So I created my own opportunity, right?
That's what's up.
So my first show, I was like, because they didn't invite me to that show and there's a lot of politics, maybe I should do mine. And if mine is way better and I sell out more, then they will pay attention. So that's how I did it. And first show was like 2,500 people, right?
No, well, that's good.
That's what's up.
Like,
That's what's up. That's what's up.
And that's where I started getting into the business, the music business, because I started understanding how do you put things together, how do you work with people, how do you make other people shine, and then you come later because you need people to benefit for things to happen. You can't do it alone.
Yeah.
And I think that was my interest, and that's how I go into music business, and that's how I just started with music business. In fact, me coming to the UK was because of that. Right. I wanted to study, because we're all doing like music business on the streets, our own way, but I wanted to study a proper way of doing it. So I came to the UK 15 years ago to study creative industry management, right? But however, 60% of the creative industry is IT. 30% is cultural, like music, movies. So even though we're studying music, we're studying more of IT and managing IT businesses.
Yeah.
And then that then transcended me into, starting my own IT consultancy firm.
Oh, nice.
And then I started that while still touring and doing music. And from then on, I started a travel fintech company. And then from then on, I went into business acquisitions and buying businesses. So that's kind of been my journey.
Your journey, all
So
right.
music has always been the foundation. So if you see me in the business world, I definitely look totally different. I think so.
From the music world, yeah.
From the music world. But the music world is still the It's still the feel behind it, right? And I love it genuinely, right? Same way people would love going to play golf and they own the CEO of a company. It's the same way I run music. But I think I've had the opportunity to do both, right? And to do both because I love it. Hence why, if I look back down the years, as a new person in the whole artistry industry or creative industry, I think I will keep encouraging everyone in the creative industry to do something else.
Okay, really?
Yeah, like people, the creative industry is so weird. If I'm a banker, I'm allowed to learn another skill. And when I go to work, nobody talks down on me. But if I'm in the creative industry, a young boy, 18, 17, and I say I'm learning something else, people take you on serious.
Very, very true.
Right? Even if you're older, say you're 30-something, and you're working, and they hear that, oh, you run a podcast, or you are creative, they start taking you serious. Like, it's just so wrong. It's everyone needs to be re-educated.
So you're basically saying that the same mindset our parents had is still the same sort of mindset that people still have.
It's the same because
they look at people in the creative industry as unserious people. Like, they don't really have much going for them.
Yeah, and it's just wrong. And I think the more you keep looking at that, that's why you see young creatives are forced to do things that are illegal. Right? Because creative industry isn't cheap.
Sure.
Yeah. Setting all this up isn't for free.
No, it's not.
Like people need to know that.
Absolutely.
In fact, everybody in the creative industry should be given some business training, because you're an entrepreneur without you tagging yourself as an entrepreneur. You have to figure out how you're going to do it at the highest quality, the cost, and for it to still make sense. Because if it doesn't make sense, you'll be able to do it again.
Yeah, you're wasting your time.
Right? So you find lots of people doing drugs and selling drugs, and because of that, and then people accept selling drugs. Like if I come and say I'm an artist and that guy is a drug dealer, that's cool. That's why he's an artist.
Yep.
That's just wrong, bro. Why can't I say I'm an artist and I'm a banker? Why can't I say I'm an artist and I'm doing something great? I run a bakery.
That's a fact.
Right? Why do I have to be a successful artist to do that?
That's true.
So things like that, I'm passionate about things. I wish maybe I can sing about that one day, but
you should.
Yeah, those are things I'm passionate about. That, bro. Like 99% of people, and I mean the leading people in creatives. I'm not saying people that came into the industry from career. 99% of people in the industry that came into the industry, they came because they love the industry. Like, you're doing this because you love it. Nobody forced you to be here.
No.
But then when you get to an age that you now need to pay your bills, especially men.
You realize the business.
Especially men, right? You now realize you need to pay your bills, and then you start forcing what you love. What you went into without thinking of money, you're not forcing it to pay your bills.
Yeah.
And then you find out it can't, right? Because you learned too late. And then you start hating it. You just don't want to do it again because you just hate it.
But that's where a lot of artists, they fall into that trap, because I always say the music and the music business, innit?
Yeah.
The music is the passion, but then the business side of it, a lot of people just don't want to deal with the business side of it because it's so ruthless, innit?
So if you're a young artist, you're 16, you're 18, if you like the business, learn about it. If you don't like it, get a co-founder. Get a partner. Your co-founder might be your producer, somebody that understands the business, because it's a company.
Yeah, it is.
It's actually a company that you're starting. Go learn how startups are started. Learn about your audience. That's your product. Learn about how you distribute it. Be comfortable in your own product. I'm comfortable in my own product, right? And it's painful when you see a lot of what we creatives are what's going on with creatives. Like, if you think about, there are probably 1 million Nigerian artists out there. But how many people are on top? It's 0.0.0.0.0.1%, right? And then I heard you guys talking about elite artists, right? Generally, everyone takes the top one and compares everyone else.
Yeah.
It's like taking Facebook and saying every other companies are shit. Like, come on, there are companies making 5 million in revenue every year, and they are good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Then there should be artists that are doing what they do and they are good. Would you interview a CEO who is making $5 million in revenue a year and say, no, you're shit because Mark Zuckerberg is.
Oh, of course not.
So, like, every artist should understand first that you're a business. Mm-hmm. If your artistry isn't paying you, you should do other things.
Yeah.
It's not if. You should always do other things because you can't do this forever.
Absolutely.
You can't play football forever. You can't, there are some creative stuff you can't do forever. So you should do something else and keep this because you love. Now, if you're part of the 0.0.1% that this pays, well, good luck. Congratulations.
Do you think it's easier to get into music today than it was back in the day, or do you think it's harder?
Both. Both. So I think what you mean is it's easier to get into music today because there's technology to just make music and put out there. It's harder to be established, right? Because now there's more money involved, there are record labels involved, it's more expensive, right? But being established sometimes it depends. Is that and I use the word established, I didn't say the most popular, right? Established meaning everybody knows you more than more people, right? That part is harder because there are more people in the game. And so I think I answered your question anyway.
Yeah, definitely. So technically it's harder now than
it's harder to be established. If you like, sometimes I hear people say, "Oh, this artist just released this music and blew up," and I say, "Go ask them how much they spent on TikTok alone."
That's a fact.
Then you would know.
That's a fact
that they didn't just blow up. And I think most of our media guys are to be held responsible as well. Like, we know for a fact, like, media is, you have your own opinion. You're basically talking about your own opinion. He might like a song, you might not. He would passionately talk about a song, you would not. I think everyone, it's just like journalism, right? Everyone should make it personal and say, this is what I like, not this is what is reigning out there, because we know of very established artists that come out with whack songs.
Absolutely.
And we know that if it was a new artist that came out with that song, nobody would listen to it. Right? So don't say, oh, because Ashake did this, you are not. I hear some people like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to be on this, you need to be on socials, you need to be on that. Is that what made those artists? Whiskey doesn't even post. It doesn't post, right?
Yeah.
So trying to set a standard and putting a lot of pressure on younger artists sometimes can be wrong. You put so much pressure, it affects their mental health. They feel like, I sing and I know I'm better than this top artist, but I'm trying my best. Like, bro, let everyone do what they do because they enjoy it, and you push what you choose to push because you enjoy it.
Do you believe in criticizing music, artists, whatever you want to call that? Do you believe in, as a journalist, as a podcaster, whatever, right, to have an opinion when it comes to people's music?
Definitely not.
You don't believe in that?
No.
Why is that?
I think, have you heard the adage that says only don't accept criticisms, right? Only accept constructive criticisms. Have you heard of that, right?
Yeah.
And have you heard the adage that says you can't give constructive criticism if you haven't constructed anything?
Okay.
So meaning that if you've not done it, what gives you the right to be able to have an opinion?
But if that's the case, there is so many things in life that we have an opinion about that we've not done.
Of course, that's why it should be an opinion. Right? It shouldn't be a fact. It shouldn't be a standard. You shouldn't say, because if that's the case, some of the things that are popular now shouldn't be popular. There are some artists out there that, I don't know, some people listen to Portable and say, how is this an artist? Right? If Portable, today, fact, doesn't have following, you probably would criticize him and say, why are you doing that such a music? But now, because you've seen the following, you've turned that to facts. Like, so it should just be opinion.
Yes, I believe in having opinions and everything. And also, I do believe in, because the way I look at music as art, right? So if you go to a museum, right, you see this artwork.
Yeah.
Right. Just like you might say, oh my God, like that is one of the most beautiful things I've laid my eyes on. I'm looking at that thinking, bro, I don't know what you're seeing. I do not think that that's nice, right? Now, I do believe in having opinions when it comes to people's music, whether good or bad. Correct. If you're not feeling it, that's fine. I just don't believe in attacking the person. If that makes sense.
Or even attacking the work itself, right? It's like people listen to you and like, oh, you're crap. However, they don't know how long you spent to research for today.
Yep.
They don't know the work. So when they say, and then when you ask them, oh, okay, what do you think I should do better? They don't even know because they don't even know what it takes. So people that say, oh, that song is whack. Okay, what should he do better? Have you written a song before? Writing songs, I don't know about other artists, it's actually spiritual.
Yeah, of course.
Like if you're in the studio and you see guys like writing songs, they go deep in their spirit to really bring something out. And then you just look at that and you just discredit it. You don't even know how to get into your spirit yet. Right? So creativity I think everything should be left with opinions. Opinions, and let the person enjoy the fruit of their labor. Everyone has their own fan base.
Absolutely.
Not everyone would like my music. I already knew that from the start.
Yeah.
There are some guys that listen to my music and probably bust my head after they they listen to it and like, what the hell are you talking about? But there are people that would
absolutely.
I was so I toured Europe with Rema last year. And we had to go to the studio to do some backup vocals, right? Yeah. And the ladies we called to the studio, one of the ladies, they were meant to have learned the lyrics before, but they didn't. Like normal, you know how people do. She got to the studio, looked at the lyrics and just said, stop. I need to tell my son this. I'm like, what do you mean? He said, I need to tell my son these lyrics. There are people that will genuinely like it, love it, but there are people that won't. And it's okay, but it's not okay for the people that want to come and start criticizing it. No, you just don't like it. It's your opinion, which is okay.
Which is cool. So
I think the mistake people do is, like you said, your opinion, they make it like that's now the yardstick to start judging. I think if you make it clear that's your opinion, then that should be right because it's your opinion. At the end of the day.
That's a fact.
For instance, like I respect Burna Boy a lot. I respect Davido a lot because I've tried the things that they're doing.
And it's not easy.
Brother, it's not easy. Like Burna Boy selling out venues and stadium. When I was doing my own tour in Europe, there are lots of things behind the scenes that you have to face.
Listen, bro. I always tell people here, try selling 10 things to 10 people.
Like
just try selling something to 10 people. You realize how hard
let me give you one story, right? And I'll mention the city, right? Edinburgh.
Okay.
You can go do your research and see what show and what venue I promoted. But in Edinburgh, right? So we've been promoting, right? On Facebook, on social media. We're getting like 100,000 engagements a day.
Right.
And I was like, it's 2,500 venue, 2,700. Small thing, will sell out. 1 month goes, 2, 3, 4. How many tickets have we sold? Just 60. It's not possible. It can't just be 60.
It's hard.
Right? A month to the show, how many have we sold? Just 100. Okay, you know what? Give me 200. Oh, we're not allowed to give you. We'll sell it. Look, we have a month. Give me 200. I take 200. I sell it out. All right, let's say, people are still not bought. So I flew down to Edinburgh, flew down my team and said, you know what? We'll do street promo. We'll be on the road, like telling people we have a show here. Come by. Yeah. We were on the road going for it. Went to meet the director in the venue and said, look, give me 200. Give me ticket now because this stuff is like 2 weeks away. He gave me 2 tickets. He gave me another 200. And one of my managers was like, oh, Bimbi, just wait. We've been out all day. Let's go back. Let's just relax in the hotel and go back again. Because I was meant to fly back to London. I went to the hotel and something just said, check these tickets.
Right.
I checked and it was the exact same 200 they gave me the last time. So meaning that if I had sold that, I would have double booked people on the same seat.
That's great.
And what are they going to say? Africans again. Right?
Yeah.
So I went back, called again, like, brother, like, you gave me this, oh, that's not possible, blah, 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 blah. I was like, no, I'm saying I can see it. Went back, gave it to him, gave me another one. I flew down to London. The next day, one of the guys on the street just went to meet one of the guys promoting. I was like, oh, you told me that I could get the show inside and that the cheapest ticket was £30. I went there and they said it was £60. And she was like, no, it's not possible. I was like, no, that's what they told me. So she called me. I called the venue. I told somebody else to call the venue and they said, no, it's £60. I'm like, no, there's £30 ticket there. No, it's £60. Like, that's what the artist wants. And she now said, no, check the system. And she was adamant. And then she checked and I'm like, sorry. Yeah, sorry, I had mistake. They actually purposely wanted to make the show fail. Then somebody else told me that maybe it's not new. That's the reason why you don't see black people running entertainment businesses, right? That they make sure the show fails so that in the contract it says that if you don't sell out or if you don't sell a certain amount, they can cancel the show and then you owe them. That's crazy. So imagine doing 10 cities and you own thousands of pounds for each. That's crazy. And then you go into debt. That's the reality of life, like reality that people don't see. So when people like Burna Boy do what they do, because you've been there, you know the type of guts it takes there. Yeah. Right? Now imagine somebody criticizing Burna Boy who's not done anything before and then start saying, because it's this. Like, the person is just stupid, right? And that's what happens when you criticize people. You don't know what they've done, what they are going through. It's the ones that know that would respect them and like, this is an artist. If you look at Davido and the things he's doing, like, if you see the last tour he did, I don't know if you watch one of his videos and he said, we're going to do it. That takes guts. Like, to book those venues are not cheap. Yeah. Right,
no, I do agree with you. You get what I'm saying? I still believe in having opinions when it comes to strictly music. Every other thing, I don't believe in attacking the artist or bashing whatever they're doing. But in terms of music, because when you drop a music, that's like dropping art, right? And you might like it, I might not like it. He might not like it, or he might like it.
And it's not for everyone to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone doesn't like Michael Jackson, by the way.
There you go. I mean, so I do believe in that, bro. But since just before we leave on everything, you said that you do Afro money and that, bro. I like that, though. I like that. Did you hear the comments from Buju Banton about everything that he said about Afrobeats?
I think that was just PR. Let's just leave it like that, because the guy should be respected for being a legend.
Okay.
He should have been advised not to say that, but maybe they just wanted PR, right? Because I'm sure he will go back and see that statement was just...
or maybe he's a hater, though.
Like I said, he's a legend.
I like my man.
I have to say it because of this guy, bro.
Yeah, but we know whatever I said is not true. Look, everyone is hustling out there. No one can say Jamaican made music made Afrobeats, African made Afrobeats made Jamaica. Nobody can. Nothing made. If things made something, then you would be a billionaire, right? Nobody made anyone. Nobody paved the way for anyone. Everyone hustled to be where they are. Right? Everyone needs mentors to show you the way. Or if you're a mentor, if you refuse to show that person the way, there would have been another mentor showing him the way.
That's a fact.
Right? And it's not by being the mentor. Like, it's not by being the teacher in the class. The same class that teacher is teaching, you have first class, someone taking the first, and you have somebody in last position. Yep. Same words, not different. Not that you treated this person special. Yeah. So would you say the teacher made the A student? Not really. You said the same thing that you said to the person that is last and repeated. Yeah. Is that person that did the work. So that's why I say from that point of view, nobody made nobody. Everyone should take credit for being who they are. Nobody forced you to sit here today.
No.
you might have gotten inspired, but lots of people got inspired and are not sitting here and are not doing what you guys are doing. So nobody made anyone. So nobody made Afrobeat.
Nobody paved way for no one, bruh.
Afrobeat is Afrobeat because it's hot. And I'm telling you for a fact, people that are saying Afrobeat is in the down, is going on, they don't know Nigerians. Nigerians are hustlers.
Nigerians find a way.
Like, if one Nigerian artist is going down, somebody else is coming.
That's a fact.
Like, no one is sleeping. So that's why I know that Afrobeats can never go down, because the kind of people behind it, they are not sleeping.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Gunshot for the Godfather, bro. That was good.
It's amazing to have you today, man. For real.
Thanks for having me, man.
It's amazing to have you today and everything, man. Before you leave and all that, right? Where can people find your music?
Bimbi Philips, so Bimbi Philips, Philips with one L. You can also go to bimbi.live. And yeah, if you're watching this, I'm sure you'll tag it below.
Absolutely. We're going to tag your information.
Yeah, but yeah, our show is coming up in London.
Okay, when?
It's going to be sometime in November, but we'll definitely let you know.
Yeah.
What we're just telling people now is to sign up to the wait list, and we've had lots of people. In fact, more than 50% of the people that have signed up in the wait list are men.
Oh, for real?
Shockingly, right? You'd expect it's women, right? You expect more women.
Or maybe their wives and girlfriends force them to sign up with them. I'll be like, listen, we want you to go listen to what Bimbi Philips is saying, bro. It's for people like you stingy ass nigga.
I've heard that even women want to be there because they know any man that is there has sex.
Correct.
There you go. It's a correct guy.
They don't need to talk too much. But yeah, go sign up. The main essence of the show is to celebrate women with Afrobeats and celebrate the men that are doing their job. The men that are trying, right? No man is perfect. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But the men that know that they should, it should be done. Is to celebrate those men as well.
Salute.
No, we are with that.
Salute. Listen, bro. Thank you for coming through, man.
Thank you, bro.
We appreciate you, man. And also closer to the time for your concert in November. Come back. So that we can put the word out there as well.
Thank you.
And obviously we're gonna try and be there as well.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. You guys are doing a great job. Like,
we're trying.
Telling you are doing a great job. Please don't stop. Sometimes it gets hard. Sometimes it gets depressing. But consistency, man. Consistency is doing it even when you don't feel like doing it.
That's a fact.
So thank you for having me. It's much
appreciated. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Listen, people, and also thank you as well. Thank you for coming by as well. Thank you for coming by as well, man.
I think we need to thank Godfather as well for the message, bro. Because listen, we hear this all the time. They say, African women are treated like shit. Nah. Like you rightly pointed out, it's just the few that are so loud. And it's like those few are speaking for everybody. Yeah. But there's some women out there that are treating their queens like queens.
Yeah. No,
preach,
brother.
No, for real.
Preach, brother. Preach.
No, for real. No, it's true. So it's good. I think it's high time. It's fresh to hear this kind of message and it's boldly behind it, not shining away to say, okay, but sometimes now it's like, that is how I treat my women. You should be treating them too like that as well.
That's a fact.
So big up yourself, man.
Salute. You'll be surprised most men are doing that. Right? And salute to the men that are doing that. And I'm sure you guys are doing that as well, isn't it?
We are treating our queens like queens.
That's it, man. How do you expect a queen to dress like a queen? So you make her dress like a queen, innit?
See that guy over there.
Salute,
my guy.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you.
You know what I mean? And also, salute to all the freshers out there. Listen, we hope you enjoyed this episode. Keep on subscribing to the channels, watching the videos, leaving likes, sharing it, telling the friends to tell a friend.
And telling the enemies to tell their friends.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And also, we're on Spotify as well, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Go listen to the episodes and everything, man. You get me? Until next time. Listen, what song should we log off with? You know what? Let's log off with your song. Bills, isn't it?
You know what? What song do you want us there?
I think he likes Billings. Let's go with Billings.
Billings Way.
Let's go with Billings.
Billings, yeah? All right, cool. We're going to log off with Billings, man. Go check this music out. It's everywhere on your DSPs, on your Apple Podcast. You know, I said Apple Podcast. Apple Music. You go on my podcast.
Hey, on Apple Music, on Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, all the streaming channels.
That's a fact. Go check it out and everything. Or also, you can find the link in the description box as well. So we're gonna put it right there. You get me? So we're gonna log out with Billings, man. Let's hear it. Yeah.
It's too long.
I will see.
Fire body. I go there. I go stay. I go stay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.